This is LaserBolt, and what is up, Outriders community? You asked for it, man. You guys came to the comment section hard, and you're like, Laser, can we get another Technomancer build that number one is tanky, number two, it's fun to play with, and number three, it's a bomb, diggly, squattily build. Well, today, I put that together for you guys because you asked for it, guys. So if this sounds like something you're definitely interested, you want to build that tanks everything, that destroys everything, and that kind of vape bombs everything that comes your way, then you definitely want to make sure you stay tuned for the video. So if this sounds interesting, a like would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on all your notifications so you guys won't miss our videos. If you guys love shooters as much as I do, this is definitely the channel you guys want to be in. If you want to go the extra mile and show just a tad bit more love and support, which I know you guys do, don't forget to hit that join button right down below to join part of the Build Nation. And you're in the iPhone and don't see the join button, let me know in the comment section down below, hashtag iPhone. All right, so guys, let's talk about this particular build. Now let's talk about the three core pillars we have of this build. Number one, unlimited bombs. Number two, rockets, almost unlimited, which we'll talk a little bit about how we get into it, and unlimited vulnerability applied to targets. This is pretty crazy. As you saw in that intro clip, I was tanking everything that was coming my way. All you saw was a massive amount of explosions, but how do we accomplish that? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's dive into this particular build and see what we have. So let's start, like always, within our skills. For our main skill, we're running Shrapnel with a cooldown of 7.4. We could theoretically get this down a little bit further down to like a 6, but we would have to change a couple of armors around. But I think with the armors that we have, should be very viable for you guys. Now, Tools of Destruction, guys, we're running this at 23.1. This is the one that has the longest cooldown, but the thing with here, guys, is you're going to want to make sure you guys are using these on elites, on bosses. That's going to be your primary focus there. You're almost running this unlimited, but sometimes you could run out, and that's where we're going to pair a couple weapons with this that's going to make this even better. We're running Blighted Turret, which is going to place the automatic turret. What this is going to allow us to do is going to apply Toxin to enemy, and that Toxin is going to apply vulnerability, which you'll see what we have here within our class. So once we go over to our class here, you're going to notice, guys, that we have our build already. So what do we have available here? So number one, we're increasing our anomaly power by 10%. Once again, reducing the ordnance skill cooldown. So that means we have faster cooldown. Anomaly power, once again, increase your resistance, so making it a little bit more tanky. We have anomaly power increase. We're picking up the special nod, which is the adrenalizing antenna. It means that every time you apply that turret, or every time that you throw that turret down in the ground, it's going to increase your anomaly power, and your anomaly power increase will mean your shrapnel grenades are going to be even more increased, and that vulnerability will be applied on the target. And I'll explain how you want to actually proc this to make this go very easily. Now from there, guys, we're going to go a little bit further up. We're going to pick up Wipeout, which is any enemy that's below 30 health receives 20 more additional damage. Of course, really good. We're picking up a little bit more health. We're increasing our armor just a tad bit. Once again, a little bit more health, and we're getting to this particular area, which is the Explosion Toxin. Every time Toxin is afflicted on an enemy, vulnerability status is also affected. That is why this build is extremely important, because we rely on applying that Toxin always, because not only are we doing damage with that Toxin, but we are also applying vulnerability, making that enemy very squishy and being able to take out. In addition to that, guys, we're going up one more nod, which is marked for Execution, which applies the vulnerability effect on the enemy 40% more effective. So that means there's going to have a little bit more vulnerability. Now we're back to our bottom skill tree. We're going to be picking up the cooldown reduction, increase in anomaly power, increase in your resistant piercing, so that's going to help us with those tanky enemies. We're picking up more anomaly power. We're also picking up team player, which is going to decrease the elite damage against you and other allies for 10%. So a really good ability you want to run with a team. Then we're picking up, guys, increase your anomaly power by 10%, and last but not least, activating ordnance skills increases your anomaly power by 50% for 10 seconds. That means anytime you guys go ahead and use your rocket launchers, or you use your scrap grenades, it's going to increase the anomaly power by 50%. So that's what we're running as far as the skills. Now you're probably wondering, all right, Laser, that's awesome. Let's see what weapons we're running. So for weapons, guys, this is what we're running. Of course, we're running the Death Shield. We're applying Fortress on this, and this is going to be our opening weapon. So we're getting the Shadow Comment. And with that Shadow Comment, we're getting that increase of Fortress. So it's going to be very important you open up with this, and I'll explain how you want to do this when we get to the tail end of the video, where, you know, how to actually run this. And then we're also running the anime, which is going to give us Moaning Winds and Radiational Splash. Now, Radiational Splash here, it's not required, because if you're already applying Toxin, those enemies are already going to have vulnerability. So you don't need to have this one. You could probably swap this with something else, with maybe like opening shot or another mod, or you could put fortress in here to get that morning winds even more damage, or you could apply any other mod here. I just have it because, you know, sometimes you need it, even though, you know, I just like to have that vulnerability effect. Now, their secondary weapon, guys, right here, we're running Moaning Winds here and improved freezing bullets, which are going to inflict freeze on enemies. It's really important. Sometimes enemies get a little bit too close, but you're primarily going to be using 1 and 2. We're mostly running the anime here, mostly for the Moaning Winds. Now you could run Stomp as well, which is going to always doing that area effect damage. So you want to add more damage here, you could, to kill the enemies a lot quicker. Now, what we're running for our armor, guys, we're going with the Torrential Downpour goggles, or just the whole, not the complete outfit, but just the majority of it. Anomaly Power, Skill Life Leech, and cooldown reductions are primarily what you want to go with here. But what we did here, guys, is we hit the more traps, which is going to give you that additional scrap grenade. Because you guys see on the footage, I had a total of 6. But we're putting here Power Simulation, which is going to boost our anomaly power by 11k, really good. On the chest armor, anomaly power, skill life leech, cooldown reduction. We're keeping up trap cluster, but we're actually applying Euthanizer here, which is going to deal 25% more damage against enemies afflicted by toxic. Really important. And for the pants, guys, here we're getting the Grim Inventor legs. Now, theoretically, you could go with purple legs on here, but you have to find someone that has the portable armory. And right here, guys, we're running the special delivery, which is going to increase your rocket explosion radius by 33%. Next up, guys, we have this one, which is going to be the purple gloves, which are going to be max health, status power, and cooldown reduction. Like I said, the main thing here, you guys want to get anomaly power, skill, life leech, and cooldown reduction. I don't have that one, but that is what you want to go with, just because it gets your health back, it gives you more anomaly power. But I didn't have to go with the gloves I currently had or was able to find. So we have max health, status power, and cooldown reduction, but the main bread and butter here is the cooldown reduction that you want to go with. But if you're trying to target, that is what you're trying to target: anomaly power, skill, life leech, and cooldown reduction. For the boots, we have max health, skill, life leech, and cooldown reduction. Once again, we're only getting these because we want to get the torrential downpour benefit, which is going to allow us to have scrap grenades, additional cluster bomb after exploding, which deals 105 anomaly power damage scaled. Now here, guys, we put here the bang for your buck, which is going to allow the tool of destruction. Activating the skill grants 100% base ammo increase for the selected tool, so that means it's going to give us a little bit more rockets to have here. And we also got supplies, which is going to be giving us an additional grenade that could be triggered within our cooldown. So that is what our armor looks like, and that's pretty much the build. So how do you want to play this build? Very easily, guys. What you want to do is, first and foremost, guys, you want to make sure you throw your turret to apply that toxin and that vulnerability. Then you want to shoot the enemy, because that's going to apply the that's going to bring down the comet, which is going to give you a little bit more damage, and apply that fortress. After that, you want to throw a bunch of scrap grenades, or you can kind of leave with scrap grenades and then throw the turret before the enemy comes out. And then anytime they walk in, they're going to have that. So they're going to have toxin, vulnerability, fortress applied, and then you pull out your rockets and you start shooting away. Now, when that toxin is being applied, you're probably going to be getting your rockets back as well. So you guys got to keep that in mind, because that's going to be replenishing. And overall, in general, that's how you want to run the build. I'm going to leave a little bit more gameplay play out so you guys can see how powerful this build is and how tanky it is. Let me know in the comment section down below who should be next: Trickster, Devastator, or Pyromancer. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you made it to this part of the video, put hashtag I made it, so I can know you guys are true Bolt Nation fans. If you are, do the feature every, guys, drop a like, drop a comment. Most important, subscribe and turn on all your notifications so you guys won't miss any shooter videos. In addition to that, a little bit more love and support. Hit that join button. We're glad to have you here, part of the Bolt Nation. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.
red faces. Is Monroy dead?
Very. I thought he was in the right up to the very end.
Failed men often rationalize the actions that led them to ruin.